The Twix candy company wants your 10-year-old boy to start wearing a dress. They just released this new commercial in partnership with Freeform, formerly known as the ABC Family Channel, but since the cultural Marxists hate families and are doing everything they can to undermine the basic fabric of society, they renamed the network to Freeform because anything goes. In the commercial, the boy meets his new nanny, who's a witch, who embraces his dress. And later, when a normal kid starts making fun of him, she uses her magical powers and kills him. Of course, that's not the only commercial that has absolutely nothing to do with the junk food itself. Doritos just put out this ad in Spanish for Dias de los Muertos, which is the day after Halloween. It's a Mexican holiday where people commemorate their dead relatives, and they set up an altar in their memory and put out a plate of food for their spirit and have a big party. And so Doritos has this commercial where their dead uncle, Uncle Albert, comes and visits them and reveals that he's gay and he now found a boyfriend in the afterlife. I'm serious, this is not a parody. This really is a real Doritos commercial, and it really is what the commercial is about. This one's not a Halloween commercial, but it's a real ad for Bingo over in the UK, which features, of course, another drag queen. Then there's this Pantene shampoo commercial featuring two lesbians and the former son that they were raising, who miraculously just decided that he wants to be a girl instead, and now they're the proud parents of a transgender 10-year-old girl.
Sawyer is an old soul. She is our spunky and creative kiddo. She has always been super gender creative, and hair has been a big part of her transition. Once she told us that she identified as a girl, she immediately wanted to grow her hair out.
It made me feel good and confident, and it made my insides match my outsides.
And I'm sure you saw the Blue's Clues cartoon included an episode with a drag queen singing about how great gender non-binary people are. This is aimed at children ages 3 to 5, by the way. All they wanted was the right to be married, they said, but now they're bombarding America with endless propaganda, from Nickelodeon to kids' candy commercials, that your 10-year-old son should be a drag queen. At the Burlington, Vermont High School this year for homecoming, where Bernie Sanders lives and was once the mayor, they had a drag queen show during halftime at the game.
In a sport that has traditionally been very masculine, it's really good for us to be able to add kind of a gender-bending aspect to that.
BHS students, along with students from South Burlington and Winooski, creating their own persona. School administrators proud of how their students have come together and the allyship they've shown each other.
Sorry, but it gets even worse. At Wilton Manors Elementary School yesterday in Broward County, Florida, one of the school board members took the elementary school kids to a gay bar for a field trip, where most of the items on the menu have names that are sexual puns. She proudly posted pictures on her Facebook page saying that this was an annual event, so who knows how many years this has been happening. I blurred out the kids' faces, by the way, for their anonymity, which she did not. She's proud of her grooming, and the Babylon Bee predicted this. You may have seen that the Babylon Bee has a pretty good track record of predicting the future through their parody articles, because the insane things that were once a joke then become something that the liberals actually do. And 2 years ago, they posted this then parody article, California school system to feature mandatory second grade field trip to gay bars. And now it's happening in Florida. It's probably happening in California as well. We just haven't heard about it. Now you're homophobic if you don't want your 8-year-old hanging out in a gay bar and learning sexual puns. You're not supposed to disagree with any of this culture. And if you do, and you use too strong of language, anything other than just simply saying, I don't think that they should be doing that, then you'll be accused of hate speech and you'll get canceled, censored on social media. You know, it's a thought crime just to start noticing things if you don't notice them with excitement. Like this story from NBC News. Quote, here are 19 queer horror films to put towards the top of your watch list. And now the government is offering people passports with the option of including X as their gender for neither male nor female, or both, or any supposed gender that they want.